I'm going to be doing my January favorites. I know we're like far out from January, like it's like February 19th right now, but you know, why not do my favorites video? Like I have, why not do my favorites video? I have a lot of favorites from January. Life was just popping then, so I thought, life is still popping, I don't know what I'm saying, but January was hella good, so I thought, you know what, let's just talk about some favorites that I have from January. I'm going to start with my first favorite. My first favorite is the primer I've been like using every single time I do my makeup. This is a primer that I use, and it's not necessarily a primer, but it's a primer that, excuse me while my hair is just a bitch. If you're looking for a really good face primer, if you have drier skin, even if you have oily skin, this is fantastic. It keeps your makeup on literally all day. Works better than it works better than most of the expensive primers out there, and it just makes your face look like just amazing. It just looks amazing. Take my word for it. I promise it has glycerin in it, which you guys don't know what glycerin is. Glycerin is an ingredient that make things tacky and sticky. So it's going to make your face feel tacky and sticky, so your foundation adheres to your face a little bit better. So hence why it keeps your foundation on a little bit longer. Most primers have that in them, have glycerin in it, but yeah, if you guys didn't know, glycerin, yeah. Anyway, this is my favorite primer. I could talk about this forever, I just love it though. For foundation, and the foundation I'm wearing today, the foundation I've literally been wearing like all the time, is the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion. This stuff is amazing, seriously. I love it. If you guys have not tried this, definitely run out to your local Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS, wherever you live, whatever you got. Get this because it's amazing. Looks like this. Mine's really dirty. I need to go buy a new one because mine's actually like almost used up completely. I just use it with my flat brush from It Cosmetics, and baby, my skin looks so good. If you guys watched my tutorial for Valentine's Day, like my Valentine's Day glam, ever since then this has been my favorite foundation. Like that was the first time I ever tried it, and I was like, wow, I love this stuff. It looks so good. It settles on my skin so beautifully. It makes it look nice and glowy, and I have drier skin, so it just makes my skin look, yes, it just makes it look, yes, and I love it. So you need to check it out because it's so good. Okay. So next on to, I want to talk about what I've been using to highlight and contour, and it's two NYX products, which I wanted to talk about this because I always talk about, what is up with my collars? I want to talk about my favorite highlight and contour products from the drugstore, because I always talk about my Shade and Light palette, which I understand that it's like really pricey and most people don't want to have to buy a whole palette just to highlight and contour. So this is for you if you're someone that's like, hey, I want highlight and contouring but on a budget and without the whole palette stuff. First thing I use is the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Banana. This makes your under eyes look nice and light and highlighted. And if you guys didn't know, make sure that you use a matte highlighter to highlight underneath your eyes, not a shimmering highlighter, because I had a customer come in today and put shimmering highlight underneath her eyes and she's like, why does this not look good? And I was like, because it's not a matte highlighter. You're not supposed to put shimmering highlighters underneath your eyes because it accentuates fine lines and wrinkles, and everybody has fine lines underneath their eyes. Everyone, majority of everyone. So you don't want to put a bunch of shimmery highlight underneath your eyes. Your highlight is supposed to be right here on top of your cheek, a little bit on the side, down the bridge of your nose, and your cupid on your chin. If you're going for the whole strobe look, then you literally put it everywhere, but do not put it underneath your eyes because it's going to look bad. It's not going to look good. So make sure it's always a matte highlighter, not a shimmering highlighter. As you can see, like on my top of my cheekbones, my highlight is Fleek. But I would never put this underneath my eyes because my eyes would look terrible. So always make sure you have a matte highlighter. This one is fantastic. This is from the drugstore. Anywhere you can find NYX, you can find NYX at Target, you can find NYX at Ulta, NYX.com. Just try this out. I highly recommend it. It works great and it looks good on fair to medium skin tones. I don't know about my darker girls. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to find a better dupe for a highlighter because buying a whole palette really sucks, but this is fantastic. And sometimes I use this to set my makeup as well because I really like this powder. It works great. So I use that to highlight, as in matte highlight. And then to contour, this is my favorite thing in existence right now. I love this so much. I completely put a halt of using my Shade and Light palette and started using these two products. So this is the NYX Blush in Taupe. Nikki Tutorials also talked about this, and I was like, getting it, because I work at Ulta. So I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get it. So I found it when the next day I went to work, and I'm obsessed. It's this perfect cool tone blush shadow, and it works fantastic for contouring. I have it on my cheeks today. It literally works fantastic for contouring because it's such a cool tone shade, and I find that whenever you contour with warmer shades, it doesn't look like a shadow on your cheek. It doesn't make it look like your cheeks are actually indented. It just looks like you're wearing brown stuff on your cheeks. This actually makes it look like from the front view, actually looks like my cheeks are like sucked in and my cheekbones are like, girl, I'm up here. What you doing? So this is fantastic and I love this so much, and you can also use this as a nice cool tone taupey eyeshadow as well, which is really nice. Good stuff. I do this all the time now and I hate myself. So for a shimmering highlight, because I know that's a really big trend right now, and buying highlighters can be a bit expensive because the one I'm wearing today, it's kind of expensive, but this is equally as amazing, and it's actually a palette. So this is the NYX Strobing Genius. I realize everything I'm talking about is NYX, but guys, NYX is poppin'. NYX is poppin'. So this is the Strobing Genius palette. This is literally great for any skin tones. It works fantastic. They're super finely milled and they're super pigmented. There's a cool array of colors. There's even a purple tone, which is awesome. There's even a yellow tone, which is awesome. I am a big fan of this like rose goldy shade right here. I just love it. Really, like, if you're a super tan girl, it would look so good on you. Oh my gosh. I can't really pull it off a whole lot unless I'm like super tan, which I'm not, even though I have fake tan on right now. But I'm still not that tan, so it doesn't look as good. The purple looks super cool. Like, if you're someone that does like adventurous makeup, it would look really cool, but for everyday highlighting, I don't know. But if you're looking for a good, cheaper alternative to highlight with, check this palette out from NYX. They also have it online. And yes. Okay, so now on to my current favorite highlighter that is not from the drugstore. That's actually kind of expensive. I got the new Becca highlighter in Pearl. Guys, it's so good. I've been using this for the past, ever since Sunday. Okay, I've been using this for a week. I'm obsessed with it. I had Pearl in the Champagne Glow palette from Becca for the holidays, and I loved it then, I love having it in that palette, and then I got it in this because I had training at Ulta, and I love it. This is my favorite highlighter. It looks so good on the fair girls. It looks good on medium skin tones. It's just fantastic, and I love it. I just love it. So for eyeshadow, this has been my favorite palette. I can't get enough of it. Whenever I bought it, I knew it was going to be my obsession because I just love the shades. This is the Lorac Unzipped palette, and this is the original Unzipped. There is an Unzipped Gold. So if you're more of like a gold, warm skin tone or warm tone kind of girl, that's the palette for you. This is the Unzipped, and this is for my rosy tinted romantic mauve girls, which is me. I love these shades. These shades speak to my soul. I love warm tones, but peach mauve tones are my favorite. I love them literally on everybody, but my favorite eye color to wear these on, maybe it's because it's mine, is green to hazel and brown. Oh my god, it looks so good. It looks so good on hazel to brown eyes. Green eyes also could pull it off. I haven't really seen this palette a whole lot on blue eyes, or that's all the colors, Scarlett. What do you mean? Just looks so good. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. If you guys want a tutorial involving this palette, I could totally do that. This palette is $42 and I bought mine from Ulta, but you can also get it at Kohl's and also Lorac.com. Lorac eyeshadows, in my opinion, are the best eyeshadows on the market. They're just fantastic. That whole brand is my obsession. Their foundation, I literally sell at least 2 Lorac foundations a day, even on a slow day. It's just a great foundation. Like, their foundations are all bomb AF, and I feel like they don't get enough credit, so yeah, this has been my favorite palette. So if you guys do want to see a tutorial involving this, let me know down below. Hit the like button. I don't know, just let me know. So for eyeliner, this has been my favorite eyeliner. This is the NYX matte liquid liner, and this stuff is amazing. This has totally taken like #1 ranking in my eyes, and my #1 eyeliner, like liquid eyeliner, is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in black. I love that stuff, but this has totally blown it out of the water. This is a great dupe for the Urban Decay liquid eyeliner in Perversion. This stuff is amazing. Like, it literally looks just like it too. You definitely need to try this. There is also a glossy version, but I am not a fan of glossy black eyeliner. I just don't like it, like liquid eyeliner. I don't like it. I like mine to be matte and know it's going to stay put. So I use this, and I literally use this every single day, and I've been using it for, I think, 3 weeks, and it's been working fantastic. I love this stuff so much. You need to check it out. It's great. So I have 3 brushes I want to talk about because these have been my favorite highlight and contouring brushes. And highlight and contouring is going crazy, and these are very affordable brushes. That's why I want to talk about them. So the first one is this e.l.f. brush. I don't know if there's a number to it or anything, but it's just this flat contour brush. This brush literally... Oh, there is a dog hair in here. That's literally my dog's hair. Oh, just kidding, it wasn't. Ooh. Okay, so this is a nice flat top brush, as you can see. Perfect to get right in there and give you a nice chiseled cheekbone. This works fantastic. You can use this just by yourself, but I like to use this with the Real Technique sculpting brush. Ever since that Valentine's Day video, I've been hooked on this brush. I love it. It is fantastic for contouring, and I didn't even know that people use this for contouring. I just took a guess, and I guess a lot of people do use this brush to contour. I just literally plop this on my cheeks and wiggle up, and it gives me the most beautiful contour. These 2 brushes together are my best friends, literally, because my contour has never looked better. Seriously, with these 2 brushes, it's like I rule the world. My cheekbones are totally flake, and I love them. They're great, and I recommend these, and you need them, so yeah. And then the last brush I'll talk about is the setting brush from Real Techniques. This is fantastic. I use this to set my under eyes with either my NYX Banana Powder or my Shade and Light palette. I use my Shade and Light palette, and I use the shade Lyric underneath my eyes to highlight, and it works fantastic. This brush is fantastic at highlighting your under eyes, chiseling out or putting some highlight underneath your contour, using it to set certain places of your face. It's just amazing. There's multi-purposes for this brush, and it just works fantastic. So I highly recommend this one as well. Okay, so I have one other item, and that is my current favorite perfume. I found this finally. It came back to my life. This is MAC Turquotic, and I literally have barely 2 squirts left. I need to go buy more because this is one of my favorite perfumes of all time. It smells so good. It smells nice and earthy, and it's really hard to pinpoint what it smells like. You just honestly have to smell it for yourself. There is actually a Bath & Body Works Wallflower that smells just like it. It just smells so good. It's so unique, and it wears beautifully on the skin, and it just doesn't wear off. Like, it's like a constant good smell. I always want to wear it to work, but I can't because we don't sell MAC. We don't sell MAC anything, so it's hard for me to like want to wear it to work. But that has been my favorite perfume because it just smells so good. So that is it for my beauty favorites. Now on to one of my favorites, life favorites that I have. I went to the G-Eazy concert in one of the cities near me, even though I live in a really big city right now. I had to travel. One of my good friends from my aesthetic school actually gave me and my brother free tickets just to go with her. So we went, and that was literally one of the best concerts I've ever been to. I've never been to a hip hop concert before, and it was lit. It was lit. I'll probably insert a video showing you guys. Say what? Seriously, it was so good. He performed so awesome. A$AP Ferg was there. He killed it. Mark E. Basie, I am obsessed with him. He is literally bae. I loved his music. Some Kind of Drug is one of my favorite songs right now, and it has been my favorite song for the past 2 months because it's literally February, and I went to that concert on January 12th. So that was one of my favorite live favorites. It was fantastic. If you ever question about seeing G-Eazy in concert, totally go see him because he was totally worth it. And he was totally worth standing in the cold at 27 degrees outside. It was freezing. I stood outside for an hour wearing Converse, a flannel, jeans, and a leather jacket. That's all I wore. It was freezing. It was so cold. But it was worth it because it was amazing. It was lit. I was excited. So now I just want to talk about my favorite music because I've been listening to a variety of music. Okay, so I have to talk about my current favorite obsession. My favorite TV show currently, and I'm trying to finish it, me and my boyfriend are watching it, is Bates Motel. Guys, if you have not watched Bates Motel, I highly recommend it. It is addicting. I love it so much. And my favorite character is Dylan because he's a badass. In the show, his character is just so fascinating. And 3, he's attractive. So that is my favorite TV show currently. I've also been watching Sex and the City over again, which I think I've talked about on my channel before, but I love Sex and the City and I love Bates Motel. It's just amazing. I'm seriously obsessed with Bates Motel. I just can't. I can't. And I love it so much. And Norman's so weird, but it's so good. And then for my music favorites, I have a couple. My favorite kind of genre currently has been alternative music, which I'm a huge fan of alternative music. I either listen to alternative or EDM. So, okay, my favorite alternative music has been, one of my favorite songs that's alternative is Crybaby by The Neighborhood. That is seriously one of my favorite songs. I purchased it immediately when I heard it and I love it. It's been my favorite song for the past 3 months and I love it. It's amazing. Also, The Beach and R.I.P. to My Youth are my favorite songs from them. It's great. I used to, back in the day, I listened to them a whole lot because Sweater Weather came out and that's when I started listening to them. But Afraid, Staying Up, Flawless are my favorite songs. I could listen to him all day because he has an amazing voice. The whole band is great, but the lead singer though, his voice is perfect. And then for my and then for an artist that I know a lot of people probably don't know about, which I want people to listen to him because he's amazing. His name is Stefan and I found him from Spotify. I found him from Spotify on my Discover page and he has a song called Crossfire and that's a song I discovered by him and I love it. It is a good mixture between electric music and rock music. It is so good. Highly recommend you listen to him because he's amazing. His music's kind of dark and twisted. Not really dark, it's just different and I really like it. I really like different artists that are different, so that's one of my favorite songs from him. And then also Fly Down, it goes from lyric to a beat back down to lyrical and it's just beautiful. So it's definitely one of my other favorite songs, so definitely listen to him. He is amazing. And then my favorite EDM songs right now are Don't Let Me Down from Chainsmokers. Chainsmokers is one of my favorite groups of all time. That's electric. And then also from Marshmello, which I started listening to Marshmello last May. His song Summer is one of my favorite songs ever. But he has a new song called Keep It Mellow, featuring Omar Lynx, and it's fantastic. It's so good. Definitely recommend that you listen to Marshmello because he's very good. He makes really good beats and they're really good. Find You is another really good song from him, so definitely recommend that you listen to him. But yeah, Don't Let Me Down and Keep It Mellow have been my favorite EDM songs because they're great. But yeah, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was super long, but I hope you guys liked it because I haven't got to sit down and actually talk other than talk about like what I'm doing on my face. But I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you guys are having a great February and are going to have a great March, and spring break is coming up and I'm doing 2 different signs. Spring break is going to come up and it's going to be awesome. So hope you guys are having a great day, great night, great week, great month, and great year. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.